And yeah, everybody's different. Like I always say, I'm 6'3", so that leads me perfectly into my next question of, everyone always has that one body part when they get started that really, really takes off that they don't have to train as much. And everyone always has that one body part that just lags behind that they just have to train into overdrive to get it to catch up to everything else. What were those body parts for you? And I'll give you mine first though. For me, I mean my back, because I had jobs all throughout college of, lifting and loading heavy packages into trucks, and you basically got a really defined back or you quit. Those are basically the two options that were laid out in front of you. But also being 6'3", I mean, my legs, my lower body is just shot where, I mean, I have to train it into overdrive. I still have friends in the gym that make jokes at me, be like, "Hey, you plan on training legs anytime this year?" And then I'll just, oh my God, I train them twice a week, everyone. But it's just, yeah. And then like calves too, with my ultimate, pet peeve, just because you're either born with them or you're not born with them. I mean, you can train them. I always said I can inject pure muscle into my calves and it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't grow an inch. But what were those body parts for you when you were getting started?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way, and I still, still have lagging body parts. No one's ever perfect, I don't think, or ever done. That's why it's called bodybuilding, not body built. You're never done, right? But for me, I tend to get top heavy very easily. My back responded very well too. My biceps, I don't train a lot. A lot of people have asked how I got my arms really big and defined, and honestly, I don't kill my biceps that
Give us a
much.
flex. Let's see your guns. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, she clearly definitely works those things out. Are you kidding me? Yeah. But you don't even have to work those out as much. Come on, that's ridiculous.
But they respond really fast. I can get away with doing them just like once a week, couple bicep exercises. My back responded very fast. For me, it's more my bottom half as well. My legs, I'm still trying to kill them at the gym. It's still one of my weaknesses that I always want to bring out my calves, my hamstrings, and my glutes. I'm built very up and down. I'm not very curvy, so trying to build up my glutes more, bring out my hamstrings, bring that sweep in the quad. I'm always still focusing on that. Like I do legs 2 to 3 times a week. I was doing them almost every other day, trying to bring up my hamstrings leading into this show. And same with my lower abs. So, there's always those lagging body parts. So,
You poor soul having to do legs every other day. I mean, I hate like I mean, a day after leg workout, I'm just like, I don't even want to walk. I don't even want to do
yeah.
anything. I just want to lay in bed the whole day and just be like, okay, yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a breather. But yeah, I always love asking that question just because of the variety of answers that we get. And it's just so interesting to see, like how many people who their legs really take off, or how many people they got upper body or just back. And it's just so fascinating to hear. But I also love to ask every one of the bodybuilders that we have on, because I always say if you were to poll the general public, 95% of the people would not be able to get into the shape that is required to be able to go on a prep, just to be able to get on one. So, but when you go on a prep, I mean, you are notching things up to an extreme level when it comes to your diet, your nutrition. I mean, just you cannot miss a workout. Everything has to be timed and it has to be very scientific and basically perfect. What was that adjustment like for you the first time that you did a prep, and how has that evolved as your career has progressed?
Um, yeah, it definitely was like when I first started, you don't really know what you're getting into, and you really can't explain it to the general public unless you've been in it. You really don't know what it really is like, the intensity in it. You know, it gets extreme. You start out, it's not too bad. You're eating pretty clean, you're feeling pretty good. And then, like, I'd say about the last 5 to 6 weeks, it really is going from lean to stage lean is very different. And it is hard, but I think as the more you do it, you kind of know what you're getting into, know what to expect, know a little bit more about how your body responds to different foods and different trainings, so it can get a little bit easier that way. But I mean, no, it is a push, and I think that's what we love and what we hate about it is pushing yourself to that limit, and once it's done, seeing the accomplishment, right? And it's really cool to see. It's hard, but it's really cool to see your body, how it changes over those few weeks leading up to stage and what your body's capable of. It's an interesting science for sure.